You know, I'm a do it earrings. I'll use my mortgage to do music video.
Marion Hall. She brought 1,000 Bibles on that stage. She's such a brilliant artist. If you don't make it bigger or better, you're fired.
The Cut is brought to you by Flow and Guinness.
Start saving for your golden years with a Sagicor Lifestyle Approved Retirement Scheme. The time by Sagicor Life is
7 o'clock.
Hi, I'm Wayne.
And I'm Tammy.
And we are the Mitchells. You can watch Meet the Mitchells right here on CVM TV every Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Yes, you guys don't want to miss it. We will be having new episodes every week, so definitely follow along with our family.
Meet the Mitchell family.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
You're the sugar to my tea. Meet the Mitchell family.
Hi, I'm Celine Gordon, host of Holy Road.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your boy John Mark Wigan, host on the show Holy Road. Listen, people need to know what's happening in the churches and in ministry in all of Jamaica. It's an absolute blessing. We're really excited to share this.
Tune in to CVM. See it happen.
Friendly reminder.
Tonight in CVM News at 7, Acting Director of Public Prosecutions appointed. Controversy and triumph, the legacy of Jamaica's first woman DPP, and Spanish Town returning to normalcy after killing of reported Don.
Also this evening, Falmouth welcomes long-awaited Artisan Village. In the business report, JSE mobile app withdrawn for redesign, while in sports, results from the JPL quarterfinals first leg. From Kingston, Jamaica, this is CVM News at 7. I'm Stephen McHugh.
It's Monday, April 22, 2024. Good evening. I'm Caroline Brown. Thanks so much for joining us. And we begin with a developing story. An acting director of public prosecutions has been appointed, Stephen.
Yes, this latest move follows Friday's legal bombshell, declaring last year's tenure extension given to former DPP Llewellyn as illegal. Natalia Clarke continues to track this development.
Jamaica's legal fraternity now collectively holds its breath as a news spread of a former Director of Public Prosecutions, Paula Llewellyn's decision to step aside, albeit temporarily. On Sunday, word came that she advised the Attorney General she is unable to carry out her duties in light of Friday's ruling that her second tenure extension was unconstitutional. While the Attorney General pursues a fervent quest to appeal the decree, 49-year-old Senior Deputy Director Claudette Thompson has been appointed to act in the coveted post. The Justice Minister Monday morning confirmed her appointment follows a recommendation from the Public Service Commission and the subsequent approval of the Governor-General as stipulated by Section 96, subsection 3 of the Constitution of Jamaica. Efforts to get an understanding from the PSC about the process employed to finalize Ms. Thompson as the acting DPP were futile. So, who is Claudette Thompson? Well, she joined the office of the DPP as Assistant Crown Counsel in 2007, was promoted to Senior Deputy Director in 2018, and between August 2 and September 6 in 2019, she acted as a DPP. She is said to have a vast experience in high-profile cases, to include the conviction of One Don gang leader Andre Bryan, Klansman gang boss Tesha Miller, the murder conviction of dancehall artist Mavado's son Dante Brooks, and the prosecution and conviction of Yachence Wilson gangsters. She studied locally at the University of the West Indies Mona campus before furthering her studies in the United Kingdom and the Norman Manley Law School. Acting DPP Claudette Thompson will maintain the post for at least 6 months. By then, we should have an update regarding former DPP Llewellyn and whether she'll return or officially go. Natalia, Clarke, CVM News.
Former Attorney General of the British Virgin Islands, the BVI, has added his take to this ongoing saga. Dr. Christopher Malcolm is of the view many of the questions swirling around the DPP matter is a result of the court failing to be clear in its ruling. Here again is Natalia Clarke.
With many questions and concerns still lingering following Friday's historic ruling by the Constitutional Court regarding the tenure of former DPP Paula Llewellyn, one attorney is raising pointed criticisms at the full court for failing to effectively articulate their position.
There is no clear order that then said, based on our finding, we now therefore declare that the office of the Director of Public Prosecutions is vacant and that Ms. Paula Llewellyn was never the Director of Public Prosecutions under this amendment, yes, and she is not now properly the Director of Public Prosecution.
This, he posits, would have greatly reduced the public discourse and the back and forth between the Attorney General and the Justice Minister with the opposition People's National Party, who were the claimants in the matter.
The judgment has lacked the clarity which prevents that level of debate from happening. Now, a judgment, if you think about it, when a matter comes before a court or any tribunal at all, the objective should always be to ensure that the judgment, when rendered, clarifies the issues, not just for the parties, but in fact for the public as well, so persons can be clear as to what was decided and what the relevant next steps are supposed to be.
Dr. Christopher Malcolm, a former Attorney General in the British Virgin Islands and now a senior lecturer at the UM Mona Faculty of Law, says the lack of a clear conclusion in the ruling prompts one to question the basis for appointing the acting DPP and if that's a clear acknowledgement that there's now a vacancy.
But let's just say they got papers coming to them saying, we wish for you to make an appointment of an acting Director of Public Prosecutions because the incumbent is unable to perform her function. Right? Let's just say that. And there is a clarification to say there was never an incumbent. Then it means the decision of the Services Commission would have been premised or would have relied on a premise that never existed.
Further to this, Dr. Malcolm says that there's also a possibility of a former DPP suing the state for tarnishing her name and brand.
If it is that she was engaged on the contract by the government, by a process which included through the Public Services Commission and so on, she has a right to presume that all the relevant steps were taken and that the relevant authorities had satisfied themselves that her appointment was legitimate. And if she's now been booted from that office, in those circumstances, does she have justiciable rights that need to be considered? And if so, what does that mean?
Natalia Clarke, CVM News.
Now, Jamaica's first woman Director of Public Prosecutions departed under a cloud of controversy after the court found her second tenure extension unconstitutional. Paula Llewellyn served for nearly 2 decades, marked by successes and tumult. Ramon Gordon looks back.
Paula Llewellyn, Jamaica's first woman Director of Public Prosecutions, announced her departure from the role on Sunday amid controversy surrounding her second tenure extension. Inspired by her mother, Llewellyn vowed to serve without fear or favor, guided by, she said, a profound sense of duty. However, controversies, criticisms, and challenges peppered her path. One such instance was the Cuban light bulb scandal, where allegations of corruption swirled around former Junior Energy Minister Kirk Spencer and his assistant. Despite efforts to prosecute, challenges arose, including clashes with senior resident magistrate Judith Pusey, whom Llewellyn accused of bias. 5 years later, on March 10, 2014, the defense filed a no-case submission, leading to the release of both the accused later that month. Other high-profile cases further thrust Llewellyn into the spotlight. The murder trial of dancehall entertainer Vybz Kartel is a prime example. In July 2018, the DPP faced allegations of misconduct during the murder appeal for the reputed killer. Lead attorney Bert Samuels, representing Kartel's co-accused, accused Llewellyn of ignoring jury tampering and proceeding with the trial. In 2024, the UK Privy Council quashed Kartel's murder conviction based on the finding that the trial judge's handling of the allegations of jury misconduct amounted to material irregularity. Despite these challenges, Llewellyn achieved significant victories, including legislative milestones which granted the prosecution a limited right of appeal in criminal proceedings. In October 2022, the DPP celebrated her first successful appeal under the amendment. As her tenure drew to a close, controversy again reared its head. The government's decision to extend Llewellyn's tenure for a second time faced opposition, triggering a public row and casting a shadow over her legacy. Many have lauded her tenure as transformative despite the conflicts, but for now, her future in the judiciary is uncertain. Ramon Gordon for CVM News.
CVM News at 7 will continue after the break.
Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
Keeping up with the kids' growth spurts might mean it's time for a bigger fridge. Don't worry. At Quartz, we got you. Or maybe you're ready to turn your home entertainment up a notch. That means a larger TV and soundbar. We got you. Excited about making your new home feel more like you? We've got you. Need a better mattress for more restful sleep? We've got the size and comfort that's right for you. So shop today and pay later. Whatever you need, we've got you. Quartz, bringing value home.
The best Burger King with the best tasting burger under the sun. You deserve the best. You are number one. Best. Flame grilling, juicy whopper, cause you deserve it. Yeah, next level, awesome. That's how we serve it. Mama menu done your way. The taste rules every day. Flame grilled goodness, you deserve it. Great taste, well done. More flavor, fresh fun. Burger King, best tasting burger under the sun.
Welcome back. We continue with other news now. Spanish Town in St. Catherine was marred by chaos and crime in recent days after 3 alleged gangsters aligned to the Klansman gang were shot and killed. Now, despite threats of backlash against the police, the authorities are reporting signs of normalcy in the old capital. Here's Ronaldo Adams with more.
In the wake of recent violence in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, the community reels from the impact. Schools, businesses, and residents alike feel the strain, but the police enforced curfews to restore order. Despite school closures disrupting teaching and learning, Commanding Officer for the St. Catherine North Police Division, Superintendent Hopton Nicholson, reassures it's now safe for schools to reopen.
Well, for the schools, it is safe for them to reopen. I know it was a precautionary measure that they took, but it is quite safe. Our Community Safety and Security Territorial Officer will be speaking to the administrators of the schools just to remind them of the assurance that we will be in this space to ensure that both students and staff, they are safe to traverse, to go to and from, and this will continue.
Superintendent Nicholson says Spanish Town is returning to normalcy, with the police maintaining heightened presence until peace is fully restored.
The entire Spanish Town area is slightly tense, but back to normal. Businesses are open and commuters are going to and from unimpeded. We hope that full normalcy will return soon. But in the meantime, the police and the military will be having high visibility patrols and maintaining a presence in the area to ensure that law and order is preserved.
He also urges the public to avoid spreading what he calls falsehoods.
Persons are splicing old videos and saying that it's the current situation in Spanish Town. We ask that you use the JCF corporate communication, whether the web page or the social media page for current information, or you wait until the mainstream media put out a credible report.
Renaldo Adams, CVM News.
Now, still in St. Catherine, the development of a luxury housing scheme in Kitson Town has left some at a disadvantage. One resident claims sewage from the new development is flowing into another community. Trisha Gay Kelly reports.
For over 20 years, the sewage has stained the lives of residents in Marysfield, St. Catherine, especially when it rains. The source, an alleged faulty sewer system in the area that was created a while back. But with the development of a now reputable community some years ago, it seems the sewer was and still is unable to facilitate the changes. Understandably, residents of the high-end community have refused to speak. Those being impacted, however, are not holding their tongues. They say the issue must be addressed.
You can't understand how them build a scheme and say them build a fully functional scheme when them say. When them build it, them say go be best. And end up to be worse. We live on the Mercy side, that's you know, and we don't use it none at all. You know. But and somehow them build the substation right at our fence line.
The problem runs deeper than the appearance or stench, with health now at stake. Some even complain their small businesses have been losing customers since there's no consistency, with the sewage issue forcing them to shutter. Roy, a resident of many years, says no one seems brave enough to take on the challenge.
That thing was constructed years ago, you know. Probably some 40, 50 years. So probably now they realize it's too small, but it needs a revamp. Somebody have to go right through the whole system. But seems like nobody don't want to tackle it. You need a civil engineer to check it out and find out if you have a problem in the construction in the first place.
But that evaluation cannot be done by just anyone. Councillor for the Red Hills Division, Michael Archer, says he'll be following up on the matter to ensure progress is made.
And that has been happening for a long time now. I was told that the NWC has been taking over that project and is now working on putting a final solution.
When CVM News contacted NWC Public Relations Specialist Delano Williams, he says information on the issue will be provided as soon as the matter is investigated. Trisha Gay Kelly, CVM News.
Emmy Award-winning gospel sensation Kirk Franklin recently led what many dubbed an electrifying performance on Saturday at the popular gospel festival Fun in the Sun. Now, while many cheered, others had concerns. Adrian Williams took to the streets to hear what people had to say.
We're here in Halfway Tree and we want to find out from persons what do they think about Kirk Franklin's dress code for a Christian concert, Fun in the Sun. Let's find out.
No, the only thing going on, you know, say I render your heart and not your garments. I can't use a man clothes and watch him. Come on, we're full tall, clothes from up here so to Douglas and tall, and him no good no time at all. So that I know nothing at all. I 1, 2, 3 that man. Yeah, simple clothes and nothing, man. An easy thing that. And your heart do it. Where you come from out of your soul, your mind and your heart. That's the corruption there.
At the end of the day, sometimes it does look a little bit way because you want to represent God in a certain way. But to be honest, we just need to focus on what is really important right now, which is what is happening in the world right now, what is happening in the country on a whole, you understand, because of serious things are going on. And then we just come together and praise God.
You know, I think you hear anything when you want to hear, you know. Because you're going to at the heart of your mind, you know. And they're close, you know. So you can do anything you want to do.
He already one bit. Because him arm pit out a door, him jeans too short. This look like when you go play a football match. Him just like when you go play a football match.
Him couldn't do a little better. Because if you're a child of God, you have to put yourself together. And with them say, come like in there, go gym and exercise, because he want foot up, you like him and exercise. But nevertheless, it's how him feel and how him feel comfortable in him clothes.
Because the man has sweat, I have no problem with his outfit, but judge too much on the outer appearance. If the man is sending a message, we listen to that message. It was a gospel concert last Saturday, right, at the stadium. What is the issue?
So we just found out what persons think about Kirk Franklin's dress code for Fun in the Sun. Some persons say it wasn't appropriate. Some people say render your heart, not your garments. But until next time, this is Adrian Williams for CVM News.
More CVM News at 7 with the business segment after this.
Embrace a new standard of luxury with a 2025 GWM Haval at 2024 prices. Elevate your driving experience with our sleek designs and intelligent safety, crafted for you to go with more. 2 free payments, 1 year free insurance, free petrol, 3-year service, 6 years warranty, and you guessed it, more. Offer valid at Stewart's Automotive Group, South Camp Road, Kingston, and Iron Shore, Mobay. Hurry, follow GWM Jamaica's conditions apply.
The super deal continues at Flow with super savings. Get a free Samsung phone when you sign up for Yard on Road for the special price of only $4,999 plus GCT per month. Stay connected at home and on the go. Visit discoverflow.co or a Flow store to sign up today. Conditions apply.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Denise, and you are locked into the baddest cooking show on TV right now. Cooking with Love with Chef Simpson on CVM TV. So make sure you stay tuned. I know this. So you know, it's like when we say we are share the man. Do you know his birthday? We messing with the same boy, yeah. Ay, Dios mío. Me. And of course, your girl is on, so make sure you stay tuned. Oh, pretty me, you can't compare, you next to me.
Good evening and welcome to the Business Report. I'm Andrew Laidley. The Bank of Jamaica BOJ intervened in the foreign exchange market for a 6th time this month and a 3rd consecutive trading day. Using its BFixit flash intervention tool, the central bank sold $20 million to authorized dealers and cambios today. That brings the total injection since the start of the month to $170 million. Now, the BOJ's repeated interventions in the foreign exchange market is an indication that the central bank believes foreign exchange availability is limited. The interventions are intended to avoid rapid and disorderly depreciation in the exchange rate. Now, the US dollar ended the day selling for $156.09 on average. Stock market traders who use the Jamaica Stock Exchange mobile app will have to find alternative means to trade. This following a decision from the JSE to withdraw its app from both the iOS App Store and Google Play stores starting on Monday, April 22. Now, the JSE says the app is being withdrawn in order to conduct significant redesign programming aimed at enhancing user experience, improving functionality, and building a foundation for implementing exciting new features. The stock exchange says the redesign process will take approximately 2 months to complete. While the app is temporarily unavailable, users are being redirected to the JSE website, which offers many of the same features and functionalities available on the mobile app. The JSE mobile app, which took approximately a year to be developed, was launched in July 2016. Now, the private sector organization of Jamaica, PSOJ, in collaboration with IDB Invest, launched a corporate governance handbook and toolkit. The toolkit marks another milestone following the successful introduction of the Jamaica Corporate Governance Code in 2022. Handbook and Toolkit is designed to provide Jamaican entities with practical tools and insights that align with international best practices in corporate governance. The initiative aims to move beyond mere compliance, fostering a culture of sustainable organizational growth.
Nobody needs to worry anymore that I really don't understand. If you want to understand, the PSOJ has put all of the information in a trusty handbook and toolkit, and I think the name is quite fine. I really don't see what is so wrong with handbook and toolkit, because that's what it is. Use it as a source of reference.
Commercial attorney at law, Camille Facey. She reminded firms that corporate governance isn't optional, pointing out that the penalties for breach are high.
Previously, things like filing your annual report, your annual return, we got to do that, but if we don't do it, the maximum fine is going to be $10,000, Jamaica, not US. The maximum fine pursuant to these amendments is now $5 million Jamaican dollars.
Meanwhile, Maya Wilson, Senior Legal Counsel and Company Secretary for Scotia Group, reiterated that embedding corporate governance practices will contribute to long-term business success and sustainability.
You have to have done the hard work and built those policies and procedures meaningfully so that you have something to measure against, so you can ward against risk. You can, because it will happen, right? This is reality that we live in. Markets change, things fluctuate. But if you are tracking and measuring against really well-built policies, procedures, and your board is there to provide effective challenge, then you will remain stable. You will continue to maintain that trust and confidence that the market has put in you, investors, customers, employees, etc.
And that's your business report. Up next is your market summary, and do stay tuned for more CVM News at 7 with Kerlin and Stephen after the break.
Jamaica. Yo, what are you?
Oh man, none of that. No, brother, no, man.
You see you ever play ref? No, game,
yeah, but I look a bad game. No, I said, person, you come from, brother, I want to live good, man. I want to live good, brethren. No shake hand, I can play a little bad, brethren.
Really have to shake hand?
Yeah, man, and no badness, brethren. Just live good, man.
Come together and make the violence done.
Creamy delight, so much flavor inside. Healthy and light, Pasquale tastes so nice. Fill your body upright with the goodness of life. Healthy and light, Pasquale tastes so nice. So nice.
Pasquale is a line of shelf-stable yogurt for both adults and kids. Rich in essential nutrients, zinc, protein, and calcium. Non-GMO, no preservatives, and gluten-free.
Healthy and light, Pasquale tastes so nice. So nice.
Bollywood has never been this good. Catch Made for Each Other weekdays 1 p.m. on your drama station CVM. Brought to you by
Hyundai, Island, conditions apply.
Lord, I pray, I honor your name, deliver your mercy. Oh, them not safe. Look how I'm dressed. Why am I doing gold chain? Why am I doing earring? I'll use my mortgage to do music video.
Marion Hall. She brought 1,000 Bibles on that stage. She's such a brilliant artist. If you don't make it bigger or better, you're